Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I'm really hoping you are well and fine. As you already know, we were actually doing the types of pointing input devices. We were done with the mouse, we were done with trackball, we were done with the joystick pointing input device. Moving on, our today's aim and objective is to basically cover the concepts of another pointing input device, that is touch screen. So what is a touch screen? A touch screen is a touch sensitive display device. It is an input as well as output device. Very interesting thing about a touch screen is that it is the only pointing device which is input as well as output. So input, its function is that input is given to the computer directly by touching the screen with user's fingertip. Usually touch screen is used to make selection from a menu of choices. Most of the touch screens use sensors to detect the touch of a finger, which means that sensors are built inside the structure of a touch screen. Nowadays touch screens are commonly used with cell phones, laptops, tablets, ATM machines, and etc. A touch screen is a display device that allows the user to interact with a computer by using their fingers. They are a useful alternative to a mouse or keyboard for navigating a graphical user interface. Touch screens are used on a variety of devices such as computer and laptop displays, smartphones, tablets, information kiosks, and ATM machines, etc. Some touch screens use a grid of infrared beams to sense the presence of a finger instead of utilizing touch sensitive input. The first touch screen was developed in 1970s by CERN and engineers Frank Beck and Bent Stump. Frank, B-E-C-K, Beck, and Bent, B-E-N-T, Bent, Stump, S-T-U-M-P-E. A touchscreen has mainly two main advantages. First, it allows the users to interact directly with what is displayed on the screen rather than indirectly with a mouse or with a trackball, etc. Secondly, it does not require the use of an intermediate device. Touchscreens can be attached to computers or to networks directly. They also play a prominent role in the design of digital appliances such as personal digital assistants, satellite navigation devices, mobile phones, and video games. So how do you use the touch screen? You tap the touch screen, in which a single touch or tap on the screen with a finger opens an app. You can just tap and touch the screen, and that would, as a result, would open something for you. You can select an object. Likewise, when compared to a traditional computer, a tap is the same as clicking with a mouse. When you are using a mouse, you just click the left or right button. When you use a touch screen, you just tap or click the touch screen. That's it. Another way to use a touch screen is to double tap. A double tap can have different functions depending on where it is utilized. For example, in a browser, double tapping the screen zooms the view, increases the view, or increases the screen size centered at the tap location. So double tapping in a text editor or in an MS Word software selects a word or a section of words. So double tapping can increase or decrease the size of a screen in touch screens, or it can just select a word or sentence or paragraph for you. Another way to use a touch screen is that you can touch and hold. Pressing and holding your fingers to a touch screen or screen selects or highlights an object. For example, you could touch and hold an icon and then drag it somewhere else on the screen. So this is also a way. Another way to use the touch screen is to drag it. Pressing and holding your fingers on a movable object such as an icon, you can drag your finger to pull the object to a different location. For example, you want to change the location of a folder on a desktop. You can select and then drag that folder from one location to another location. So the same action used with text allows you to highlight text. Lift your finger when you are done moving or highlighting. Likewise, like moving or dragging a folder, you can drag some text or word or sentence too. You need to select that sentence or word, then you can drag it to some other location. Another way to use a touch screen is to swipe. Swiping your finger across the screen scrolls in a certain direction or change pages. For example, pressing your finger at the bottom of the screen and quickly moving it up scrolls the screen down. So this is also a way to use the touch screen. Last way to use the touch screen is pinch. To pinch, placing two fingers on the screen is different in placing two fingers on the screen in different spots and then pinching them together actually zooms in or decreases the size of the page. So pinching your fingers together and then moving them away from each other, it would zoom out or increase the size of the page on the screen. Now, important thing is that why a touch screen is an input device. Any computer device, including a touch screen that takes input from the person operating the device, is considered an input device. So touch screen basically takes the input. That's why it is called as an input device. The way you use your finger on a touch screen is very similar to how you use a computer mouse on a desktop computer. So if we talk about the touch screen technologies, not all touch screens are the same. Different technologies can be utilized to allow a user to interact with the screen. Some technologies may work with only your finger, and other technologies may allow other tools like a light pen or stylus. So we will talk about each of these technologies in the touch screens. So first type of touch screen I'm talking about is basically, or the technology being used in this type of touch screen is resistive. Basically, in resistive touch screen, this touch screen has a thin metallic layer below it. A thin metallic layer below it that is conductive as well as resistive. So that touching results in a change in the electric current sent to the controller of that touch screen. Or you can say that a touch screen is coated with a metallic, electrically conductive and resistive layer below it that detects the pressure of your finger or pressure of another object on the screen. This technology is often a more affordable solution compared to the capacitive touch screens, but it can be damaged by sharp objects touching the screen. So you just need to touch the resistive touch screen through your fingers. As you can see that a man is touching or pressing the resistive screen of or surface of that touch screen, which is actually coated with a metallic, electrically conductive as well as resistive layer. Here you can see this, that beneath this touch screen, here lies this conductive or resistive layer. It is conductive, which means the current would definitely store there or would pass through it. A resistive touchscreen is more affordable. It is not damaged. It cannot be damaged by dust or water, and it responds to finger as well as to some sort of light pen or stylus pen. Second type of technology used in touchscreen, or second type of touchscreen, is capacitive touchscreen. So a capacitive touchscreen is coated with a special material that stores an electric charge that is monitored by circuits at each corner of the screen. Means at each corner of the screen, circuits are present, and these circuits actually monitor the electric charge. That electric charge is stored by the special material which is coated on that capacitive touch screen. So when you touch a capacitive touch screen, a small amount of the electrical charge is drawn from the point of contact to indicate where you touched the screen. Here you can see this. I'm saying this, that when you touch a capacitive screen, like here you are, suppose when you touch a capacitive touch screen, a small amount of electric charge is drawn from the point of contact. Here it is the point of contact. So is drawn from the point of contact to indicate where you touch the screen. From the point of contact, you can see the electric charge is drawn to other angles. It is scattered. You can see that. So to use a capacitive screen, you must use your bare finger or a specially designed stylus pen. So most users experience this type of screen technology when attempting to use a smartphone touchscreen while wearing gloves and being unable to do anything. Basically, we can say that smart phones basically have capacitive type of touch screen. Again, we can say that the capacitive touch screen is coated with an electrically charged material. Touching it causes a change in capacitance. Means when a person is touching the touch screen, that phenomena causes a change in capacitance, which allows the location to be determined and sent to the controller. So its advantage is that it is not damaged by the dust or water and has high clarity. But the disadvantage can be that maybe touched with a finger only. It does not highly it supports, but it does not highly support the stylus pen. So these were the concepts of touchscreen. We talked about the two types of technologies or two types of touchscreens being used nowadays: resistive touchscreen and capacitive touchscreen. So we are done with the touchscreens at the moment. Moving on, we are starting with our next pointing input device, that is light pen. That is our fifth pointing input device. Now what is basically a light pen? A light pen is a light sensitive pointing input device commonly used to select or otherwise modify text or data on a screen. You can see here that these were old CRT monitors. Their screens were curved or bent. So with these old CRT monitors, these light pens were basically used. Used with the CRT monitor, these devices were an early form of manipulating and highlighting data on the screen. In this picture, you can see that there's an example of a woman using a light pen to highlight text on the screen. You can see that here in this diagram. So the light pens were originally developed around 1955, and in the 1960s they became more commonly used. Today, light pens are no longer used due to the invention of touch screen. So light pens are old technology. The term light pen may also refer to a pointing input device utilizing a light that is commonly used during a presentation. So the light pen is very focused flash light type of device or a laser pointer. It may be used to direct viewers' attention to a specific area, because these light pens are basically used to highlight certain text or certain area on the screen. It may be used, that's why we say that they can be used to direct viewers' attention to a specific area such as picture or text in a presentation. A light pen may also be used to describe the stylus pen used with a graphics tablet. So again, we can say that a light pen is a light sensitive computer input device that is used to select text, draw pictures, and interact with user interface elements on a computer screen or monitor. The light pen works well with CRT monitors because of the way such monitors scan the screen, which is 1 pixel at a time, giving the computer a way to keep track of the expected scanning time by the electron beam. So the light pen can be considered as the predecessor to touchscreen. Light pens came before the touchscreen, and after the arrival of touchscreen, light pens have become obsolete. They're not being used right now in the market. The pen allowed users to precisely select individual pixels on the screen and to draw and interact with menu elements in much the same way as users interact with touchscreen displays. The light pen works, as you can see in this diagram, the light pen works by detecting the change in brightness of nearby pixels. Here you can see that if you are using a light pen on the CRT monitor screen, and a screen is basically made up of pixels, so the light pen works by detecting the change in brightness of nearby pixels. It is using this light pen is using the screen, and screen is made up of pixels, so it actually detects the change in brightness of these pixels, which indicates that the CRT's electron beam is scanning in that area. If we talk specifically about the structure of a light pen, the light pen consists of, here you can see the light pen consists of photocells and an optical system placed in a small tube. When its tip, this is the tip of the light pen, when its tip is moved over the monitor screen and pen button is pressed, its photocell sensing element detects the screen location and sends the corresponding signals to the CPU. The light pen is a handheld pointing input device. It looks like a pen. If we talk about its structure, the tip of pen contains a photocell, photoelectric cell, which is a light sensitive element. So its function is that the light pen is used to point to an object or draw on the screen. The screen is refreshed about every few nanoseconds. So the main advantage of the light pen is that there is no need to type data or write data. It can input the data directly from the screen of a CRT monitor. Input is given to the computer directly by touching the screen with this pen. So when the light pen is touched on the screen, it detects or senses a position on the display screen. This input device gives more accuracy than touchscreen input device, but it is obsolete nowadays. It is mainly used in engineering field for designing purposes, but mostly obsolete nowadays. Here you can see, you can suppose that the light pen is basically touching the surface of the CRT monitor. So when the pen is touched on the screen, it detects or senses a position on the display screen. It detects the change in brightness of the pixels on the screen. So it basically detects the change in brightness as well as it detects the change in the position on the screen. So the light pen takes this input. The light pen takes this input through the photoelectric cells, and then this pen basically sends the collected data as an input to the computer. So uses of light pen are that they can be used as input coordinate. They can be used as input coordinate positions by providing necessary arrangements. If background color or intensity is black or white or any color, the light pen can be used as a locator. It is used as a standard PIC device with many graphic system. It can be used as stroke input device, stroking the screen, and it can be used as evaluators, means highlighting the data on the screen. So dear students, we are done with our today's lecture. Inshallah, in our next lecture we would be talking about other pointing input devices like touchpad, etc. And till then, Allah Hafiz.